Hello, hello, hello. So, I know it's dinner time for a lot of people. I was just going to do a quick story time. I don't know if people are going to be, going to be able to grab their dinner, maybe sit in front of their computer and watch me read, read a little story or something. I know I've done that for some lives. I've caught some lives in time and I've gotten to, eat dinner in front of some lives. But I'm going to read from this book. I'm going to read from this book by Barack Obama. It's called "Of Thee I Sing." It's a letter to his daughters. So, um, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read from the book. I'm gonna try to show you the pages as I go. But so I'm gonna start. Barack Obama, of the I sing, of the I sing, a letter to my daughters, illustrated by Lauren Long. Have I told you lately how wonderful you are? How the sound of your feet running from afar brings dancing to the rhythms to brings dancing rhythms to my day. How you laugh and the sunshine spills into the room. Have I told you that you are creative? A woman named Georgia O'Keeffe moved into the desert and painted pastels, bone and bark shaped. She helped us see the beauty in what is small, the hardness of stone and the softness of a feather. Have I told you lately that you are smart? That brand you braid great ideas with your imagination. A man named Albert Einstein turned pictures in his mind into giant canvases in science that changed the world with energy and light. Have I told you lately that you are brave? A man named Jackie Robinson played baseball and showed us all how to turn fear into respect into love. He swung his bat with grace and the strength of a lion, and gave brave dreams to other dreamers. Have I told you lately that you are a healer? Sitting Bull was a Sussex medicine man who healed the broken hearts and broken promises. It's fine that we are different, he said, for peace is not necessary for eagles to be crows. Although he was put in prison, his spirit soared free on the plains, and his wisdom touched great generations. Have I told you lately that you have your own song? A woman named Billie Holiday wore a gardenia in her hair. She sang beautiful blues to the world. Her voice full of sadness and joy, made people feel deeply, and their melodies to the chorus. Have I told you lately that you are strong? A woman named Helen Keller fought her way through long, silent darkness. Though she could not see or hear, she taught us to listen to each other. Never waiting for the life to get easier, she gave others the courage to face their challenges. Have I told you lately how important it is to honor other sacrifices? A woman named Maya Lin designed the Vietnam Veterans Memorial to remember those who gave their lives in the war, and a civil rights memorial to thank the many who fought for equal public spaces should be filled with art. She thought so that we can walk amidst it, recalling the past and inspired to fix the future. Have I told you lately that you are kind? A woman named Jane Addams fed the poor and helped them find jobs. She opened doors and gave people hope. She taught adults and invited children to play and laugh and let their spirits grow wide. Have I told you lately that you don't give up? When violence erupted in our nation, a man named Martin Luther King Jr. taught the unyielding compassion. He gave us a dream that all races, creeds would walk hand in hand. He marched and prayed, and one at a time opened hearts and saw the birth of his dream in us. Have I told you lately that you are an explorer? A man named Neil Armstrong was the first to walk on the moon. He watched the world from far away up high. We watched those lunar landing leaps, which made us brave enough to take our own big, bold strides. Have I told you lately that you are inspiring? A man named Cesar Chavez showed farm workers their own power when they felt they had none. The people were poor but worked hard and loved the land. Caesar picketed and prayed and talked. The people listened to their hearts and marched for their rights. Sir de pleur, Caesar said, yes, you can. Or it says C plurred, something like that. I don't know. It's English or Have I told you that you are part of a family? A man named Abraham Lincoln knew that all of America should work together. He kept our nation one and promised freedom to enslaved sisters and brothers. This man of the people, simple and plain, asks more of our country, that we behave as kin. Have I told you lately have I told you to be proud to be an American? Our first president, George Washington, believed in liberty and justice for all. His barefoot soldiers crossed wintry rivers, forging ever on. He helped make an idea into a new country, strong and true, a country of principles, a country of citizens. Have I told you that America is made up of people of every kind, people of all races, religions, and beliefs, people of all coastlines and mountains, people who have all made bright light shine by sharing sharing their unique gifts and giving us courage to lift up one another up, to keep up the fight, to work and build upon all that is good in our nation. Have I told you that they are a part of all? Have I told you that they are all a part of you? Have I told you that you are all a part of them? Have I told and that you are the future? And have I told you that I love you? That's the end of the book. So yeah, that was of the I Sing not poems, but a storybook by Barack Obama. I thought it was a really great storybook. And it's a really nice book, and I'm glad to have owned it. So I got this at the Congregational Church's fall festival for like $2-3, but it's a really good book, and I'm really excited to have this, and because I do like Barack Obama. I have a couple books. I went to the library's Philip book sale, and I've got a couple books on Barack Obama. I have a couple books by Michelle Obama too. So the Obamas were actually some of my most favorite presidents, and now we're coming into another age of possibly the Democratic Party being the Democratic primary being Joe Biden, who was the vice president for Barack Obama. So I think that's pretty cool, and I know Barack Obama's behind, endorsing Joe Biden, and so is Bernie Sanders. So obviously you can see I'm not a Trump fan, because I know everybody knows that Barack Obama's not a Trump fan. I'm not a Trump fan. I never will be a Trump fan. Despite maybe having issues with different things, and seeming kind of like I have issues with certain things, but I'm not a Trump fan. There's no hate in my heart. There's just issues that I wish could have been avoided, or situations that I wish, could have been done differently. But, those people were there either as stepping stones or learning individuals, or people that were only there when I needed them for a short time, and, now it's a whole new life. So, but yeah, not to say that we use people either, because you don't necessarily use people, but some people are only in your life for a very short, limited amount of time, just to guide you, or, just temporary, or, you know what I'm saying, like temporary, or they're just there to guide you for a moment. I mean, some of the people will last a lifetime. I mean, I have some people on my Facebook that are here that have been with me for, we've kind of been friends on and off, but we've been with each other for almost since I came to Torrington. So I don't really talk to them as much, and I haven't really talked to them in a while. But there are some people on my page that I do that are pretty old, but I just don't talk to them in a very long while. I don't know. I haven't talked to them in forever. So, but yeah, this is a book by Barack Obama. This was a letter to his daughters. I hope you enjoyed the book, and I hope you enjoyed it. I might do some more story time books. I was thinking about getting my hands on some Dr. Seuss books and reading some Dr. Seuss, but I probably would have to buy them, and that might be like next month, because I know the Dollar General, you can buy a bunch of Dr. Seuss books, and then you could read from there, just for the sake of reading them for people, I don't know, if they're inexpensive, I might do it. I might buy one Dr. Seuss book or something, and read them, and then, see how inexpensive they are, and see how, see how that goes. But this was the book of the day. I hope you enjoy this, and I'll be talking to you. I mean, I'm just chilling. I just had some steaks for dinner, and I'm gonna go probably watch some TV or put the TV on while I either just lay down or just stay and sit on Facebook. But just trying to stay away from Facebook for a little bit, trying to do some other things and trying to focus. I've been spending a little bit too much time sitting in front of Facebook when I need to at least do some other things in the house that are not Facebook oriented. So, and especially you learn to go for a walk and get out of my house and Facebook altogether. So, I've been working on that. But, especially with all this pandemic stuff, mental health is important. So, hope you're all well. And I hope you enjoyed the book. And, yeah.